Welcome everyone to another exciting biology lesson on my channel. Today we are diving into a fundamental topic in biology, cells. What are they? Why are they so important? And how do they work together to make life possible? Stick with me as we explore amazing world inside every living organism. So by the end of this lesson, you will be able to define what a cell is and explain why it's essential to life. We will talk about the cell theory, the structure inside cells, and the difference between prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells. Let's get started. A cell is the smallest unit of life, the building block of all living things. Some organisms, like the paramecium, consists of just one cell, and these are called unicellular organisms. Others, like us humans or trees, are multicellular, made up of many specialized cells working together. The other one is size and diversity of cells. Cells come in all shapes and sizes. While most are so small, you need a microscope to see them. Some, like the ostrich egg, are visible to the naked eye, or consider the giant nerve cells of a squid that can be over 30 feet long, and this diversity reflects their function. So, structure meets function in biology. Cell theory. The cell theory is a fundamental of biology developed by scientists like Hooke, Leeuwenhoek, Sheldon, Schwann, and Virchow. It states those things. The first one is all living things are made of cells. Second one is the cell is the basic unit of life. The third one is all cells come from pre-existing cells, and the theory helped the scientists to understand that life begins and continues with these cells. Cell structure and function. Every cell is like a teeny self-contained city. Inside we find the nucleus, the control center, cytoplasm, the jelly-like substance where the activities happens, the cell membrane, the protective barrier, and various organelles, each with a special role. Let's explore them next. The first one is cell membrane. The cell membrane surrounds the cell like a security gate, and it's selectively permeable, meaning it allows only certain substances to enter or leave. This helps maintain homeostasis or balance inside the cell. The other one is cytoplasm. Cytoplasm is the thick fluid that fills the cell. It holds organelles in place and it is the site of chemical reactions that keep the cell alive. Think of it as the workspace of the cell. The other one is the nucleus. The nucleus is the command center. Inside we find chromatin, which contains DNA and proteins that carry genetic information, and the nucleolus where ribosomes are made. This nucleus directs the cell's activity, including growth, metabolism, and reproduction. Organelles overview. Let's go through some important organelles. Ribosomes are protein factories of the cell. Rough endoplasmic reticulum makes protein and is covered in ribosomes. A smooth endoplasmic reticulum makes lipids and detoxifies the cell. Golgi apparatus packages and ships proteins like a post office, and each of these structures keeps the cell running smoothly. Next to that, we have mitochondria. Mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. Mitochondria produce ATP, the energy currency of the cell. So they take in nutrients and turn them to usable energy, kind of charging your phone. Lysosomes and vacuoles. Lysosomes are like recycling centers. They break down waste and old cell parts, whereas vacuoles are storage units. In plant cells, the vacuole is large and store water, nutrients, and waste, and these organelles help keep the cell clean and efficient. Next to that, we have chloroplasts. found only in plant cells. Chloroplasts are where photosynthesis happens, and they use sunlight, water, and carbon dioxide to make glucose, a sugar that fuels the plant. And they also produce oxygen, essential for life on Earth. Prokaryotic versus eukaryotic. Eukaryotic cells. These are two main types of cells, and the prokaryotic cells have no nucleus and are simple like bacteria, whereas eukaryotic cells have a nucleus and organelles like plant and animal cells. And the difference is key in classifying living organisms. Observing cells under a microscope. Since most cells are invisible to the naked eye, we use microscope, like light microscope or electron microscope. Light microscope uses visible light, whereas electron microscope give us super detailed images, and thanks to microscope, we can observe the incredible complexity of life. The cell and its environment. Cells constantly interact with their surroundings. Substances move across the cell membrane via passive transport or active transport. Passive transport or like division and osmosis, which no energy needed in this case. And whereas active transport uses energy to move substances against a gradient. And this helps the cell maintain balance and function properly. Levels of biological organization. Life is organized in levels. Cells to tissues, tissues to organs, organs to organ systems, organ system to organism. For example, muscle tissue is made of cells. The heart is an organ made of multiple tissue. The circulatory system is made of organs like the heart and blood vessels. It all begins with the cell. Let's wrap up with some key pointers. Cells are the basic unit of life. The cell theory explains how life is built from cells, and the cells have organelles that perform specific functions. Understanding cells help us understand biology, health, and medicine. Thanks for learning with me today. Now it's your turn. What parts of the cell do you find the most fascinating? How might learning about cell help us fight disease or improve health? Comment below with your thoughts, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this lesson.